Hi everyone, we're going to talk about Xbox One lasers here and what to do if you've got a problem with your console not reading your discs. All Xbox Ones use the same lasers, so whether you've got the original Xbox, the Xbox Slim, the Xbox X or the new Series X, they all use the same lasers. So this is the laser deck, that's the laser with the deck. This is the laser on its own, and this is the complete drive here. Now, which one to buy and which one to swap over? So we're going to go in order of the easiest to the hardest here. Now, by far the easiest, if you've got a problem with your laser, is try replacing the complete deck. The only trouble is sometimes it's difficult to find the laser with the deck complete. If you can, I recommend you buy this because you can just put it inside the drive and away you go, all being well. If you can't find the laser with the deck like this, then the next thing to do is just to buy the laser itself. So you can see these on eBay and Amazon, normally about £5 or £6. It's a bit more difficult to replace this because we're going to remove it off this chassis here, but we'll talk about that in a minute. And finally, you could replace the complete drive. Now, as I was saying, the lasers are all the same for all Xboxes. The drive chassis are slightly different sizes, so just bear that in mind. However, you should be able to get it to work. But in essence, the laser and the deck, these two are all the same for all Xboxes, all Xbox Ones. So if you're having a problem with your discs, start off below by looking at video number 1. This is by far the easiest fix. If that doesn't work, there are links below to swap out the laser deck. That's video number 2. There's also a video below showing you how to replace the complete drive, but just bear in mind if you do this, you've got to replace the circuit board inside the drive as well. And if you look below, there's a video showing you how to do that. But that's last resort. But in this video, we're going to concentrate on how to put this laser onto this chassis. So let's go and do that now. So if you can't find a complete deck like this, then you have to buy a laser, just one of these. We need to put this onto this chassis. Let's go ahead and do that. So first of all, flip this over. It's fairly simple to do. You need a little screwdriver, preferably magnetic, and we need to remove these through screws here. So these through here. This removes this motor off here. So let's just do that now. Once we remove those screws, we can just flip this over like this. And this frees up this spindle here and the laser to be able to take this off. What we want to do is we want to take this little screw off here. And then we can remove this little plastic holder here for this from the spindle. Lift up the spindle and then you can just slide it off. So now we've got this old laser off, we can take this off. Now you'll need the ribbon to put onto your new laser. So flip up the little black clip here carefully with your fingernail and you can then take out the ribbon there. Okay, right, so replacement laser. Let's put the ribbon into the laser so it slips in. It'll take you a couple of attempts to do this. Just be careful, just take your time. Push down the black clip on top of it. And you should see the wide line should be the wide line should be straight there. Okay, so that's that done. We can now put the spindle back through the laser there. It's best to put the little plastic clip onto here first. Get the little black screw and put that on. Nice and tight, but don't over tighten it. Right, so put this guide onto this spindle over here. Lay down gently, and we want to put this end of the spindle into the hole at the end over here. So push it into place, and look, we're almost there already. This end of the spindle gently put into position just into here. And it won't go in completely to start with. You can just rest it there for a second while we put this motor back into place. So flip the motor back over. And as we can see here, there's a little hole here, and that's going to go on top of this spindle here. So it takes a little bit of practice to get this in properly. And you kind of have to just move it about until the spindle fits into the hole there. And if you just hold the motor in place just for a second, you can feel that the laser's sliding up and down the spindle So keep this held down with one finger and then put the screws back in here. So put the spindle screw back in first, and once that's in place I can put it down now and put the other screws in. Okay, there we go. Laser back on the deck, ribbons in place, and you can now put this back inside your drive. If you don't know how to do that, check out the video links below showing it in much more detail. But just bear this in mind, if you can buy the laser on the chassis like this, that's your best option. If you can't do that, buy the laser itself and put the laser into the deck like we've just done. And failing that, you can buy the complete drive, which also comes with the mechanics. In case you've got any mechanical issues, you can swap the complete drive over. But if you do, bear in mind, you've got to swap out the circuit board as well. See the videos below.